Welcome back to the Patriotic Prepper. Today we will be unboxing the portable folding fan from Primevolve. I purchased this on Amazon for $53. It's actually on sale this week at Prime Week for a few dollars less. I chose the 10-inch dark gray model. This is a rechargeable telescoping fan. I like this type of model so that I can take it on the go to the beach or camping somewhere where it wasn't too large to be obnoxious but big enough to get the job done. So let's take a look here and see what we get in the box. Okay, seems pretty solidly packed here with styrofoam and some wrapping. Let's get this thing out. It's really tightly in there. Okay, let's see what we got. Get rid of the packing. All right, at the bottom of the box we had must be the charging device, and we'll see what this guy is here in a second. So that and that, and here we see the unit in its folded position. All right, why don't we open the packet and see what we get in here. We'll look at the manual in just a moment. And here we have a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. Let's open this up and see how long it is. Wow, this is pretty good. This looks to be like a 3-footer. So a 3-foot cable, very nice. And oh, this is the remote control. That's what this is. There's a number of very subdued buttons on there, but this can change the oscillations, the span feed, and so forth. So I'm sure this is pretty simple to operate. I'm just taking a quick peek at the instructions. A lot of pictures. Looks very easy to navigate, but I'm going to try it without the directions and see how well I do, because I don't often look at the directions. So with the Primevolve name displayed, I put that down, and it looks like I can flip this right up and we can see the telescoping arm right here, and then keep swinging it around, and now we can actually move the fan. Now what we notice here is that right here at the bottom, looks like the buttons are here also, in case I guess you lose the remote. The buttons are actually here, but this is very nice. I didn't know it had that feature actually. Get the package open here. So the remote control sits in this little divot, and then you can take the remote control out. And I was concerned when I was ordering it, what happens if you lose the remote or you break it? Is the fan not work? But you can actually see that there are recessed buttons here to operate the fan should the remote become missing, I would assume. And I gotta say, this is quite heavy. Let's see if it says here what the weight is. I'm not looking at seeing where the weight is, but I gotta be honest, this feels like a good 4 or 5 pounds right here. Okay. And the remote control comes with a plastic tab, which I assume protects the battery from being used during transport. I'm going to remove this, and now the remote control battery should be functional. Let's see what it's got inside, if I can get that open. Unless this charges also with the, what is this right here? It looks like this little piece slides out a little. Interesting. I might have to put my reading glasses on for this item here. Let's see what we got. The lighting in here isn't super great. This is a CR2025 watch type battery. So I see here. Okay, so that's what fits in here. It does say to push upward. Oh, I see. I see. There's a little lever here that you have to kind of push in to make this come out. So right here, if you can see, you have to push this little button this way, and then the battery compartment will slide out. And we see a CR2025 lithium cell, and it takes just the one. Some of these items will take two from time to time. But that actually feels pretty secure, and it didn't want to slide out at all. So that's, again, another great feature here. So looking at the remote control, there seems to be, if I hold it this way, that seems to be the best way to hold it, a power button. Well, let me see, maybe it's not charged enough for this. See on the back here, we've got the USB-C charging port, and this, okay, there's this little pink knob, slides to the right for off, and now it slides to the left on mode. So I bet now if we use the remote or the manual buttons, we can get this thing to work. Let's take a look. So again, going back to the power button, and here we have some charge already from the factory, ready to go. So using the remote control, we've got the fan on, nice little quiet breeze. I can't even hear the thing, honestly. The button in the center shows a picture of a light bulb, so let's see what that does. And you can see here at the bottom, it has a little glowing light, kind of attractive. We can turn that back off. So two settings, on and off for that. This button here seems to be a sort of timer. I guess if you're using this at night, you can have it shut off during the night. This button here has arrows left and right, so let's assume that that's going to be oscillating, and it sure enough is. Oscillates back and forth. If I shut it off, it stays where it positioned was. So if you want it to go back to center, I guess we have to wait for it to go through its cycle and see how far it spins. It looks like it spins quite a far, almost 180 degrees it would seem. So once it gets back to center, I'll shut this off and stop it in that position right about there. This here has a button of a fan. Let's see what that does. Ooh, I'm getting a huge breeze now. Okay, and barely any sound out of this thing at all. And this other button, that's like another button that also seems to have some sort of fan. Oh, you know what I think it is? Okay, so this one has 5 blades, and this one has 3 blades. So I think what we're looking at here is this button here increases the fan speed, and this one decreases fan speed. All right, now let's look down here again, and we see the fan speed button here, power button, oscillating button, the light, and the timer. So this one doesn't have a fan up and fan down, but what you can see is there's an LED light here that says 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and H for high. So it has 8 different settings for fan speed, and then once you go to high, it goes right back down to 1. So 8 different selectable speeds, rotating, and now it also, let's see if I can figure this out. Telescopes. Oh, it just slides up. Very snug. Actually, this feels very sturdy. Now this extends to 35. I'm not going to do it all the way, but it extends to 35 and a half inches. So I'm actually very impressed with this item, and it's going to go in my car for days I go to the beach or go camping. And so we're going to take the little remote control, put that guy in there, and see if I can close it with the remote in it. So this goes down like this, and this goes like this. How did I get that to work? That was interesting. You have to rotate it before charging. Please turn on the main power unit. Okay. Oh, I see. There's a button back here. Back here, there's a little gray button. This thing's very solid. I like this thing. A button that you have to pull out just a little, which allows the unit to come down. So even though the remote control was packaged separately, it actually fits in that little cubby hole there when the unit's closed. This is a very, I was going to get the 7-inch, and I still may, because the 7-inch might be better for the beach. This is, you know, kind of big for a beach fan. But I gotta tell you, I'm very impressed with this, and I think I'm gonna get many years of use out of this. So again, this is the Primevolve 10-inch rechargeable fan here. And again, Amazon, I got it for $53. It's currently selling for $49. Anyway, if you like it, give them a shout. And my name is Chopper, your patriotic prepper. Thanks for watching, and stay resilient.